All right, here's a little SEO tip in regards to page speed. So normally if you're going to check out your page speed, you're going to go to page speed insights, you're going to put in your URL, and then you're going to run a report, and it's going to tell you the various things that are wrong with it. So that's good, but what it doesn't give you is real-time usage data. So like what people are actually experiencing in terms of page speed when they use your website, which is different from what a report online says. Because what that does is that kind of takes it through a simulation and kind of simulates what the page speed experience would be like based on what it's seeing, which is different from live load times that people experience. So what you can do, this data is available in Google Search Console for yourself, but what that can't give you is the page speed for other people. So you can't compare the page speed that you're getting on your website to a competitor, for example. So what you can do, there's actually a tool. If you jump into Google and you type in CruxViz, there's actually a tool from Google which presents you that same Google Search Console data, but not just for you, but for any website on the internet. So all you do is you either grab your own URL or a competitor's URL and you put it in, and it's going to give you a bunch of good information. So let's just pick a random niche. Let's go something like Wellington early learning, for example. Actually, no, let's go new cars. So we'll grab the top few competitors and we'll compare their page speed. So we're going to grab the URL, we're going to chuck it into the tool, copy paste, we're going to run the report. And what it's going to give you is it's going to give you three metrics to look at. So loading performance, interactivity, visual stability. And it's also going to give you a graph over time. So yeah, and you can actually drill down into these various things on the left here: interactivity, visual stability, loading performance, and it will give you the real-time stats of what people are experiencing in regards to these different metrics. And if you've got bad scores, let's see if we can find some. These guys have okay scores, but let's see if we can find a site that has some issues. Okay, that's still not that bad. We're looking for something red. Okay, there we go. So for these guys, their loading performance needs improvement, but it is improving. Their interactivity is good, but it's getting worse. The visual stability is good and pretty stable over time. So it can give you something that would be good for you to look at. If you see that something is regressing, that means that there's something on your website that likely needs looking at that's contributing to bad page speed and getting worse. So definitely worth sort of going in here. You can tell your web developer to run this through the report, and then they can drill down, and if they see that it's to do with in this red one in particular, you can see that it's to do with the LCP, which is running at 7785 milliseconds. So, a developer could then open up this report and learn about essentially how to fix, like examples of what it is and how to fix it. You don't need to be a technical expert to be able to hand this over a developer and say that our scores are bad for this and it looks like we might need to do some work on it. So yeah, this is a great tool if you want to compare your URL to your competitors and see if your competitors have really good page speed that's good and stable across all of these three key areas, but you have one area that's bad, worth looking at. Anyway, that's it. That's the tip. Go have a look, put your website into the tool and see if you can find something that needs work on your page speed.